What's good, Aquarius? I'm Chris. Welcome to your March Taroscope. Quick announcements. Please, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. No private readings this month. Kind of taking some time, Mercury retrograde and rest of Pisces season to chill and spend time with family, loved ones, all that good stuff. Instagram, you can follow me there. Name of the cards in the description below, as well as link for PayPal if you'd like to help support the channel. Love you long time. Aquarius, I got real hyped coming into this reading. I got real energized meditating on your sign. What I'm feeling for you guys was very different from the other air signs. Pisces season, now Mercury retrograde. Like, the air sign energy has been wild. Like, Gemini and Libra are kind of a mess right now. Messier than usual. But Aquarius, I think that there's a sense of control I feel with you guys this month. I feel like you guys are moving in silence. The image that kept coming in my head was like of someone who's like a beggar, right? Or like a hermit, right? Walking around with these robes, with these rags, head down, walking through the crowd. And you know those fairy tales where like there's a beggar and then they take off their robe like, surprise bitch, I'm a princess. That's what I feel like is going on with Aquarius. That kind of like making plans, making moves, slowly but surely making things happen. Aquarius, central situation for March, we have the Page of Wands. I want to talk about making moves, Aquarius. I want to talk about hustling. I want to talk about manifesting. In my notes when I was kind of channeling your energy, I said it's time to venture out this month, to take chances, to be creative with both your artistic endeavors, if you're somebody who does that, and also just like your life in general. I feel like there's stuff happening for you guys this month. With the Page of Wands, that validates exactly what I'm saying here. The Page of Wands takes no prisoners. He takes that first step towards making something happen. He trusts himself. He's okay with making, like, mistakes are irrelevant. Insecurities are irrelevant to this person. He just wants to move. He knows like he'll figure it out along the way. He knows that what's most important with the Page of Wands is to trust yourself. And to trust your goals, to trust your passions, to trust your ambitions. I think Aquarius is going into spring, is going into Aries season at the end of the month, right? Once this Pisces heaviness lightens up, once Mercury comes out of retrograde, like making things happen, manifesting something, creating. If you guys have been working on projects, if you guys have long-term goals in the making, I think those things are going to take big strides this month, especially into April. So, Aquarius, in our ideals, we have the Three of Swords. This is funny, because often what this card means is just grief, loss, heartache. But what it also shows here, because the swords, remember, are the element of air, your element, right? And what this card often reflects is a sort of disconnect between the heart and the mind, right? Thoughts being painful, causing heartache. But what I think this is, Aquarius, is like your feelings are not that like for Aquarius, this makes a lot of sense because you guys are sort of known as a sign that can emotionally disconnect. And not to say but it's necessary, I think. And I think this is what you're doing. I think that you're moving forward in spite of your emotions. I think if you've been overwhelmed, if you've been stressed, if you've been struggling, if you've been doubting or whatever, the Three of Swords, this is the first time I've ever interpreted this card this way. The Three of Swords is saying like, fuck feelings. Forgive my French, but seriously, like that, the heart is not taking over. Control. Moving forward in spite of whatever might be feeling, whatever might be bugging you. Focused on your ambitions, focused on your goals, focused on what you're creating, what you're building for yourself. Maybe some of you like to feel a little pain, a little hurt. Maybe it's like that kind of stress drives you. Maybe, Aquarius, does stress drive you? Does like being a little disconnected, feeling different, feeling like the outsider sometimes a little bit, like make you feel like strong, make you feel motivated? In a good way, like in a way where you stand out, right? Where you don't need validation from other people because you know that like you are the movers and the shakers of the zodiac. You make things happen, and people who blend in, people who fit in, people who follow prescribed ways of being don't change the world, don't get people's attention. And I think that's a little bit of what that's saying. Aquarius, in your past, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So I think that there has been a time of heaviness. And it's funny seeing these two side by side. Because it's almost like saying, forget about that. Something is done. And you're moving forward. The Ten of Swords is upright. You know, in a lot of decks, you have the Ten of Swords in someone's back. And so whenever I see it up reverse, it's almost like the swords are falling out. So whatever was weighing you down, whatever was making you feel heavy, whatever was making you feel defeated, whatever was making you feel like you just can't deal, that's a thing of the past. Control. Manifestation. Moving on. Like this person gets scuffed up. This person falls and skins a knee and keeps going. This person has someone be mean to them and doesn't care. Someone say something critical, picks up and moves on to the next thing. Picks up and moves on to the next thing. Not bogged down in feelings. It's a brand new start in certain ways, Aquarius. Maybe not a new start, but like a renewal of your energy, a refreshment of your energy. I think that your season like lifted your spirits. I think it made you feel strong and powerful. And now Pisces season, I see it as like, spring, like you guys make goals and dreams, and Aquarius is thought and vision. And Pisces season is not drowning that vision. It's just like adding a little fairy dust to it, right? Making it like magical almost, making it like inspiring, like self-inspiring, Aquarius. Next, we have Temperance in reverse. Any time of healing, any time of needing to withdraw, any time of needing to take a step back, I think that has passed. But what this is also saying is that I think there's an in-between place, right? Where you're not quite there, but you're not where you used to be. If that makes sense for you. Not quite ready to move forward, but not quite stuck in a space of healing and burdens. So this is what I was saying, like where you're carrying yourself, like moving secretly, right? Not quite ready to reveal what you've been working on. Another way I saw it was like casting a circle around yourself. Not to cut people out, not to keep things away, but to sort of contain your energy because you're still building it. You're still nurturing something. This month, Aquarius, something that you've been working on, something you've been working towards is still asking for a little bit of your attention. And I think that's why this energy is here, because you know the bigger picture is at stake. You know the bigger goals, the bigger dreams are at stake. Ace of Cups. Passion renewed. Love for what you do. Love of the people in your life. Feeling connected, feeling emotionally fulfilled. Your cup has been running over. These two together, right? A time of healing, but now moving towards where that becomes something that you where you live it, right? You sort of live what you've been churning, what's been churning around inside you. This energy of love that the Ace of Cups brings now becomes a part of your life. Some of you might be upgrading in your relationships in certain ways. Some of you might be getting really excited about what you do. This is like passion projects. This is peace of mind. This is peace of the heart. In our turning point here, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So a couple things here. First of all, I think that there's like, with the reversals, we do have an internalization of the energy. Internalization of the energy. So this energy of the Four of Wands, where it's like being at home in yourself, being at home in your heart. But I also think for some of you guys, there's a slight sense of discomfort. And I think that's a good thing. Because you have support. Because the worst is over. And it's like a little fire under your ass. It's something like I personally sometimes like a little discomfort. I think comfort can sometimes this card is really welcoming, right? You want it. It's like a homecoming. You're coming to this place of peace. And in a way, I think that you're not thriving being peaceful. In other words, Aquarius, complacency is the enemy. Discomfort for you right now is invigorating. It's motivating. It's inspiring. It's pushing you to do better, to be better, to make more happen. Whether it's in your relationships, it's about something you love. So whether it's your relationships, your passions, or both. I always think about relationships that comfort sometimes kills relationships. Not to say that you shouldn't have a safe place with the person, but when you start thinking that, you know, you have to stop striving in your career, when you have to stop looking sexy, where you have to stop like doing bigger and better things, like that can kill relationships. And the same thing with your career, right? When you're on autopilot, it gets stale. So you see the way like this flowing water needs to move. If it gets stuck in place, if it gets dammed up, it's gonna get rotten and stanky. Going to the future, Aquarius, Seven of Swords. Again, I like this for you because you know what this is? I think you're being a little deceitful and I think it's necessary. You know, there's something about keeping things to yourself until they're ready to be seen by the world. Not letting energy prematurely penetrate something that's still in the works. Again, this is that hidden surprise bitch energy. Maybe that's gonna be the name of this video. I know some people don't like it when I cuss on this, but sorry. Seven of Swords. So guys, again, you see like this sense of upset, but we're moving forward. So this is pushing you forward. This is pushing you forward. I think also, Aquarius, there might be a little bit of fear here. Right? And that's part of where this unsettling thing comes from. Like, you don't feel totally sure that... You don't feel totally comfortable. The kind of fear where you know, you could get stuck in it or it could motivate you, right? So there might be something in your life that doesn't feel totally secure. It could be financially, right? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I think there's a lot here about what you do for a living here, Pisces, Aquarius. Eight of Pentacles, we're talking about meaning about what you do. And in reverse, I mean, again, guys, keeping it secret, keeping projects to yourself. But also I think that this is also getting at the sense of dissatisfaction. Something that you did that once was really meaningful and really inspiring, now like kind of losing its touch. Losing its magic a little bit. Right? Maybe even there being something that was misleading to you from other people, right? Maybe a prospect was dangled in front of you that now you're kind of getting the sense isn't going to play out the way you expected it to. And what this is saying to me, Aquarius, is that your search is for your own meaning. This is again the control. You're taking your fate, you're taking your career, you're taking your passions into your own hands. Creating meaning for yourself. There may have been some disappointments in some places in your life, right? Discomforts. but resolute to not let it keep you back, not to let it keep you down, to prevent you from like being the boss that you know you are. And this is great energy. Again, you guys are the innovators of the zodiac. No such thing as complacency, no such thing as being calm. You're ruled by Uranus, the planet of shaking things up, of innovating. And you see, now we move with the Four of Pentacles towards a place of security that you create. Do you see the segue here of this sense of lack of meaning, lack of what's the word I'm looking for? Lack of satisfaction, lack of fulfillment. And then now what do? Aquarius, you hunker down. You are insistent. I want to talk about control. Four of Pentacles is the card of like holding on to things, of being in control of your resources, being in control of your finances, being in control of your future, being in control of your material world. And now we're going back to the beginning here. Do you see what I was saying in the beginning about how I kind of like this for you? This sort of pushing aside of emotions and feelings and focusing on what you want to create. Now it all makes sense. Bottom of the deck, Aquarius, the Magician in reverse. So a little bit of, we have the Mercury here, right? Mercury rules the Magician. So a little bit of that Mercury retrograde energy, right? Like putting you in your thoughts, making you feel like things not moving the way you want to. But again, this is, I think, a little bit of a stalling of your dreams a little bit. Some things that you've been wanting to create and manifest sort of being difficult to create. Maybe waiting too long. With the Magician in reverse, it's a sense of almost like letting things happen as opposed to taking charge. Going with the flow, which was fine. I think for a little while, that's what you needed to do. You needed to coast a little bit. You needed to, maybe just put yourself on autopilot in certain areas of your life because maybe other areas of your life needed more attention, right? Maybe your love life or your personal life needed more energy than your career did. So your career maybe was on a little autopilot. And now it's time to get it out of that space. I really feel very heavily here, Aquarius. What we're talking about is career, and if not specifically career, it's definitely passions. What excites you, right? Aries season, we get that fire back, and these next few weeks are about making those plans, laying the plans, so then you can put it out into the world. In this spring, right? Things start to be created. Things start to take on shape. This energy becomes this energy becomes upright. What was underneath that? No, like Aquarius, you can't make this shit up. What did I say? What did I say? What was my metaphor for you guys this whole time? The Hermit? Are you kidding me? Aquarius. Let me show you the cards real quick. And I'm going to show you the cards with that damn Hermit there so you can see it more. I'm just... Aquarius. So, in the middle of it all, ready to venture out, ready to start fresh, ready to take things into your own hands, ready to take chances, to take risks, to put yourself out there. Because like the heaviness is not working anymore. The sense of other people directing what's happening for you in your life, no more. Cards that sometimes people don't take too positively. But here, this is like empowering to me for you guys. Because here we have love. Because even though these cards are in reverse, the energy is still there. Of art, of creativity, of meaning, of passion, of security and safety and feeling nurtured. Yo, Aquarius, for reals though? I can't even. Under that, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Talk about working on something in private and secret. I told you guys, you're making me feel like your energy is making me feel a little silly right now. Yeah, it's all your fault. Oh my god. Alright guys, so zero chill. Let's pull an outcome card to see like where we're ending out this month, where we're going into April for you guys, right? Dope. Seven of Cups. Making some choices. Having options, right? Beware here with a little escapism with the Seven of Cups, right? Because it can be almost a little overwhelming, right? There's so many different directions you can go in. But again, with this coming out in the center, and now this fell right on top of this card in the middle, where we start and where we end, it's okay to take risks and make choice and make mistakes. I encourage it. Because right now trying is more important. And in doing so, you'll find in which cup lies the riches. I just did Leo, your polarity right before this, and the idea was to gain clarity, but you gain clarity by doing. You gain clarity of purpose by doing, by trying, by investing, by committing wholeheartedly. And that's what I feel like is here too. Commit to your process, commit to your drive, commit to your dreams. And you'll find the way. This month is a month of exploration. Trying your hands at different things. Seeing what works, rejecting what doesn't. You guys are smart enough to not really get drowned in the Seven of Cups. Like, the danger of the Seven of Cups is it lures you in. It can be temptation. It can be the 7 deadly sins. It can be vice, right? But I think you guys are a little above it. So go ahead and dip your foot in that pond. Try things out, Aquarius. Because I think it could really work out. Last but not least of all the signs, guys, I'm so glad I ended on this note for the month. Like, you know, Gemini and Aquarius, we just click. We're like, like scissor sisters. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I don't know what's wrong with me, guys. I'm gonna go now. I love you guys so much. Have a fantastic month. I'll see you in a couple of weeks with videos that are coming out soon. You guys are gonna be great. I believe in you. You believe in yourself. You don't even hear me say that. I love you guys. You take care. Bye-bye.